Of course. Out with the Ord. Be vigilant. In with the new.
Rampage, killed. Forsaken Archer. Forsaken Archer, killed. Soul Reaper. Witch Slayer, killed. Elonia.
Draw your weapon. Let's put that theory to the test. Tread carefully. Be vigilant. Out with the Ord.
Witch Slayer, killed. Elonia. Elonia, killed. Rampage.
Of course. Of course. Be vigilant.
Almost there.
Out with the Ord.
Heading back.
Of course. Draw your carefully. In with the new.
Witch Slayer, killed. Elonia.
Of course.
Rampage, Forsaken Archer.
Best, are they?
I'm on my way.
Tread carefully. Let's put that theory to the
Almost there.
Witch Slayer, activated. Invisibility.
Heading
Tread
back.
carefully. Of course. These are best, are they?
Witch Slayer, killed. Elonia.
If you dare.
Rhapsody, killed. Soul Reaper.
Let's put that theory to the test. Be vigilant.
Blacksmith, killed. Electrician.
Of course.
An enemy hero
with the
spotted
new.
in the Hellborn bot lane.
Tread carefully.
Witch Slayer, killed. Elonia.
So it is with fools who do
Electrician
not learn new
spotted in
ways
the
of
Hellborn bot
combating.
lane.
Out with. In with the new. Of course.
Witch Slayer activated. Double damage.
Out with the Ord.
Witch Slayer, killed. Elonia.
So the old ways are best, are they?
Rampage, killed. Rhapsody.
Be vigilant.
Soul Reaper, killed. Forsaken Archer.
Tread carefully.
Witch Slayer, killed. Electrician.
Of course. Try if you dare. Be vigilant. One must learn other things.
Your tower is taking damage.
Of course. Your combat
Witch
is
Slayer, killed. Forsaken Archer.
So it is with fools who do not learn new ways of combat. Of course. Out with the Ord. So the old ways are best.
Witch Slayer, killed. Rhapsody.
Carefully. Of course. Tread carefully. Try if you dare. With the new.
Witch Slayer, killed. Rhapsody.
Of course. Be vigilant.
Your tower is taking damage.
Out with the Ord.
Witch Slayer, killed. Electrician.
Of course.
Soul Reaper, killed. Elonia.
Be vigilant. Out with the Ord. Of course. In with the new.
Witch Slayer, killed. Forsaken Archer.
Be vigilant. Out with the old. In with the new. Of course.
Witch Slayer killed. Rhapsody.
Be vigilant. Out with the old.
An enemy hero killed. Rampage.
Tread carefully. We will see who possesses
Forsaken
the last
Archer
strategy.
killed. Blacksmith.
Sick.
Witch Slayer killed. Elonia. Rhapsody
Heading back.
spotted in the Hellborn top lane.
Of course. Let's put that theory to the test. Be vigilant.
Rampage killed. Forsaken Archer.
Out with the odd. Draw your weapon.
Witch Slayer killed. Rhapsody.
We will see.
Witch Slayer
Champion
killed.
double tap.
Electrician.
In with the new.
Witch Slayer killed. An enemy hero. You've destroyed an enemy tower.
Odd.
Your tower is taking damage.
In with the new. Tread carefully. In with the new.
Elonia killed. Hamster. Witch Slayer killed. Elonia.
Try looking here.
Witch Slayer killed. Electrician.
Tread carefully.
Soul Reaper killed. An enemy hero.
Out with the
You've
odd.
destroyed an enemy tower.
Be vigilant.
Witch Slayer killed. Elonia.
In with
Electrician
the
killed. Blacksmith. Witch Slayer.
new. Out with the odd. Tread carefully.
Your tower is taking damage. Soul Reaper killed. Electrician. Witch Slayer killed. An enemy hero.
In with the new. Dare. Out with the odd.
Witch Slayer activated. Haste.
Of course.
Rampage killed. Forsaken Archer. Witch Slayer killed. Rhapsody. Your tower is taking
Out with
damage.
the odd.
You've destroyed an enemy tower.
In with the new. Of
You've
course.
destroyed an enemy tower.
In with the new.
Rhapsody spotted in the Hellborn base. Witch Slayer killed. Electrician. Forsaken Archer spotted in the Hellborn base.
Out with the odd. Of course. In with the new. Tread carefully. Be vigilant.
Soul Reaper killed. Forsaken Archer. Soul Reaper killed. Rhapsody. Your tower is destroyed. Soul Reaper killed. Electrician. Hamster killed. Witch Slayer killed. An enemy hero.
Tread carefully. Tread
Witch Slayer killed. An enemy hero. Witch Slayer killed. Electrician.
Double tap.
Forsaken Archer. killed.
Be
Blacksmith.
vigilant.
Soul Reaper killed. Elonia.
Out with the Ord. Draw your weapon. Tread carefully.
Witch Slayer killed. Forsaken Archer. Rhapsody killed. Rampage.
In with the new. Be vigilant. Of course. In with the new.
Elonia spotted in the Hellborn bot lane.
Tread carefully.
Witch Slayer killed. Electrician. Witch Slayer killed. Forsaken Archer. Blacksmith killed. Rhapsody. Hammerstorm killed. An enemy hero. Witch Slayer activated.
Of
Haste.
course. Out with the Ord.
Witch Slayer killed. Forsaken Archer. Witch Slayer killed. Rhapsody.
Tread carefully.
Hammerstorm killed. An enemy hero.
Out with the
You've destroyed an enemy tower. An enemy hero
Of course.
killed. Soul Reaper. You've destroyed an enemy structure. You've destroyed an enemy structure.
In with the new. Be vigilant.
Rhapsody spotted in. Forsaken Archer spotted in. Witch Slayer killed. Electrician. Forsaken Archer killed. Rampage. Electrician spotted in. An enemy hero spotted in. Forsaken Archer killed. Blacksmith. Witch Slayer
In with the
killed.
new.
Forsaken Archer. Witch Slayer killed. Electrician.
Vigilant. Tread carefully.
Retribution. Genocide.
The Ord. In with the new.
Witch Slayer killed. Forsaken Archer.
In with the new. In with the new.
Power flows through me.
Out with the Ord.
Forsaken Archer killed. Rampage. Hammerstorm killed. Electrician.
Of course.
Witch Slayer killed. Rhapsody. Witch Slayer activated. Haste. Witch Slayer killed. Elonia.
Be vigilant.
Witch Slayer killed. Forsaken Archer. You've destroyed an enemy tower.
Ord. Of course.
Witch Slayer killed. Electrician. Witch Slayer killed. Forsaken Archer. Witch Slayer killed. An enemy hero. You've